Hi guys, welcome to today's video. For today's video, we are going to be doing kind of like, this is the 7th week, I think? I don't know. This is week 7. In today's video, we're all going to be talking about kind of like the basic makeup application for beginners. If you want to see how I create this look, then keep on watching. For beginners, what I recommend is to start with brows, just because after you do your foundation, sometimes the brows can get really messy right after you do your foundation when you blend it out. So I like to do my brows first and then do my foundation. So I'm just going to brush up the brows using my Shiny brush number 8, I think. No, it's from the 32 brush set. I have no idea what number it is. I'll put it in the description. Now I'm going to use the NYX Fill and Fluff eyebrow pencil. Now when you're starting out doing makeup, I would kind of starting to use a brow pencil rather than like a brow pomade like this one. Pencils are a lot easier to use than these. This one is the LA Girl Brow Pomade in the color Soft Brown. I love this one, but I like to use the pencil a little bit more. So I'm just going to lightly just fill in the brows. I want to do this very lightly. I'm going to do the other one really quick off camera and I'll be right back. So that's that. And then on the other side it comes with this NYX Fill and Fluff brow pencil. Comes with like a little brush, so I like to go in and just kind of blend the product a little bit. So I've been using the Ordinary Coverage Foundation. I've been actually starting to use this for more like evening looks, but I just wanted to show you with a liquid foundation for today's video. So I'm going to put it on the back of my hand, and this is in the color Light Medium. I usually only do about 2 pumps of it, and I take my beauty blender and I'm going to press this into the skin. Now I already primed. I'm pretty much out of face primer at the moment. And what I like to do is I take my moisturizer and kind of like almost like a tinted moisturizer. This is from Maybelline. This is the BB Pure Skin Clearing Beauty Balm. I put this and then a moisturizer. I combine that and then the moisturizer, and then it really kind of cancels out any discoloration that I have on my skin. And then it also primes. Because, yeah. And I like to get some of the foundation on my eyes. Now we can move into concealer. I'm going to use the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. This is in Warm Peach. I'm just going to put this in the concealing areas. That's pretty much the only area that I need to apply concealer. So I'm just going, for when blending in the concealer, I like to, for like under the eyes, I like to use the pointed edge of the blender, and then everywhere else I just use the rounded edge. Okay, now we can set everything. So I'm going to use the NYX HD Finishing Powder. This is in the color Banana. I'm going to use the Sonia Kashuk Fluffy Brush. I just like to first set the under eye concealer. And then with a bigger brush, I like to set the rest of the face. For a blush, I'm going to use the, I've been more into cream blushes lately. I would probably, for beginners, I would stick with the powder blushes because these are kind of hard to use, I think. Like for me, they get when I first started using cream blush, they kind of really got messy. So I would really recommend to use, for beginners, powder first. So this is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Blush in the color Pinch Me Pink. I'm going to use the, yes, okay. I'm going to use the e.l.f. Blush Brush. So there's kind of two ways to apply blush. Now, if you are wearing, let's say, bronzer or contour, you just want to apply it on the apple. But if you're not wearing any bronzer or contour, you kind of want to bring it out a little bit. So that's what I'm going to do. Because I feel like I don't really need any bronzer or contour. At least for everyday makeup. And then I also do use a brush. This is the Real Techniques 201 powder brush. And I just blend that even more. Now I think we can move on to the eyes. Now I'm not going to do my normal way to prep my eyes. I'm just going to do the simpler way. So I'm going to take the Urban Decay All Nighter Face Primer. This is the small one. I didn't realize that I got the small one, so I'm actually going to be using this as an eye primer instead. So I'm just going to take it on my little palette here. I'm only going to take a little bit of this. I'm just going to take, normally when applying this type of product, I like to use kind of like a cream eyeshadow brush. So that's what we're going to use. We're going to use the Shani 32 brush set. This is number, they're all rubbed off for some reason, I don't know why. So I'm just going to first apply this to the entire eyelid. So what I was saying earlier, like, I'm just going to do this step. So the second step that I normally do for every day is once the primer is all dried down, I like to go in with my concealer and kind of cancel out any discoloration on the lids. And to make the shadows really, really pop. But for this makeup tutorial, I'm not going to do that. Okay, so once the primer is nice and dry, I'm going to use kind of a small, kind of easy eyeshadow palette today. So we're going to be using the Flower Beauty Petal Play Eyeshadow Quad. This is the Gilded Lilly eyeshadow quad, and this is probably one of my favorites from, this is my only product that I have from Flower Beauty, and it's still amazing. Okay, so when first applying shadow, let's see, where is the brush? Okay, so I'm going to take this brush. This is from Ulta. This is it was a large eyeshadow brush, the name rubbed off too, but this is a great brush for applying shadows into the crease. So when I'm choosing a color, an eyeshadow to use, I'm going to use something that's a little bit darker than my skin tone, or kind of almost matching. So I'm going to take this shade here. This one is, let's see, Fawn. I'm going to top off the excess, and I'm going to apply this to the crease. and kind of like windshield wiper motions. After I have a good kind of application, I like to go ahead and kind of blend it. I'm going to use my Morphe M433 brush, and I'm just going to blend Fawn a little bit, kind of like at the edges. Same thing to the other eye. You can go in again and just darken it up a little bit. If you like missed a spot that you want to get, you can do that. And then you can blend it again. If you want a really natural makeup look, you could stop there. But I'm going to go a little bit more, and I'm going to actually use Sandstone, which is this one here. Haven't used it a lot, so I wanted to use it. I'm going to use the brush. I'm going to use the Sonia Kashuk eyeshadow brush, eyeshadow C brush. I'm just going to take that shade, tap off the excess again, and just apply this to the lid. I actually thought that I would just do one liner and then show you guys on this side. So I'm going to zoom you guys in. Okay, so the first step is, so I'll use liner pencil. So I don't really have one. I mean, I do, but it's the color that I don't want to use for this look today. I'm going to be using it on the waterline. So actually this is a lip liner that I don't really use on my lips, but I'm going to use it for eyeliner on the lid. So first I'm going to kind of roughly draw the wing. Okay, so now I'm not going to worry about how thick it is or how thin it is. I'm just going to roughly draw. Alright, so once you have a nice line, I'm going to now use my Bedazzle Tools brush. This is a bent glue liner. I'm going to take the same eyeshadow quad that we've been using, and I'm going to take the color Java, and I'm just going to kind of go over the NYX lip liner. And by the way, the lip liner that I'm using to apply that is the color Espresso. I'm just going to kind of set the lip liner a little bit. I like to smudge it with this brush. This is the Sephora smudger brush. I'm just going to lightly kind of diffuse the edge of it. Now for some cleanup time. Normally I would use kind of like a thin Q-tip, but I don't have any thin Q-tips, so I'm going to use a makeup wipe actually. And I'm just going to I'm actually going to use it. The other mirror here. And I'm going to kind of clean up the edge of the line. And also kind of make it a little bit thinner as well. For eyeliner on the waterline, I'm going to take my ColourPop Cream Gel Liner and line my waterline. So I actually use a different mascara when applying it to the bottom lashes. I use the Maybelline Lash Sensational Sky High Mascara. This is in brownish black? Or black? I don't know. Brownish black. So I'm going to apply this to the lower lashes. Now we're going to move on to lips. For a beginner, I'm going to... So first I'm going to take my NYX lip liner in the color Nude Pink. I'm going to line the lips. But first I'm going to take my US lip balm, if I can find it again. I really don't know where I put it. Oh, right here. Okay, so I'm going to take my US lip balm. This is in the color Pink Champagne. Just kind of moisturize the lips. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to dry them a little bit. I'm going to take the NYX lip liner in the color Nude Pink and line the lips. I'm going to choose a shade for a lip gloss that is slightly, almost exactly the shade of my lips. So I'm going to take the Loreal Ultra Ego lip gloss in the color Beach Babe. Alright, the last step is to spray a finishing spray. This one is actually not from MAC. This is a DIY finishing spray that I made. So I'm just going to spray this. Oops, it's not. I hope you all enjoyed today's video and see you guys in the next one. Bye!